Tuesday. I'm so tired. It is 4:30 a.m. and we've got the first tempo run in 3 months, which I'm looking forward to. So how that's going to work is we have, let me just think what it is. There's 40 minutes overall. I think there's 10 minutes warm up, then 10 minutes at a fast pace, which I believe the pacing is given me is 5:13 to 5:26. Then there's a 5-minute slower period, 10-minute tempo work again, fast pace, and then a 5-minute cool down. Now, I have been looking forward to tempo work for so long, or a little bit of speed work, so this is going to be exciting for me anyway. We have that, and then we've also got a leg session. I'm probably going to do around 1 o'clock-ish potentially. I've decided that there is no medals for trying to cram as many workouts in the space of the time before Freya normally gets out of bed. So we kind of have a split where it's I'm getting up around 4 and I'll have until 8 o'clock. Normally I was trying to cram as many workouts in as possible. I've realised as the training blocks get bigger it's going to be much harder to do that, but also could have been one of the causes of my injury. As I'd run, go straight to the gym, do legs. I'd run, do upper body, I'd do my cycle, I'd run, or I'd swim, so it's like literally back to back. And part of me was like, I do enjoy that because it's like all my workouts are done and I don't have to think about them. And I felt like it would give me like 20 hours of recovery, whereas this sometimes it's like 10 hours. Sorry, I had to go make sure the dog that we had dog sitting for a week was quiet because he was barking and I'd left the back door open. And next door, 7 months pregnant, her dog barks when it hears another dog. Also got Freya and Rome upstairs. I don't know, I'll probably get an angry text message if them two got woken up. We have 0 rest days again, we'll hit a 14-day training streak. But that's going to explain how last week went. We had Monday, which was just an upper body day, and that's the day I got as my rest day now, because my legs get the rest. So, upper body day on Monday. Then we had a 20-minute shakeout run and lower body. Wednesday, I did a sprint triathlon. Stats for that, my swim I was not happy with, but 20 minutes swim, 50-minute cycle, and then a 25-minute 5k. So that was how that day went. Then Thursday was a rest day. I just did shoulders and arms at the gym and a little bit of abs. My brain body could not comprehend doing any type of compound movement. Friday, we had a gym session. Again, not really much endurance. Saturday was a 90-minute cycle, and then Sunday was a swim and a run. That's how everything went. This week, Monday, upper body. Today, run, lower. Tomorrow, hour and 15 cycle. Thursday is upper body and a run. Friday is a swim and lower body. Saturday, an hour and a half cycle, and then Sunday, a 60-minute run. It's another busy week. The volume is starting to ramp up, which I am looking forward to because I'm shitting myself for this Ironman. I know it's going to be the hardest challenge I've ever done. Let's face it, I think it's like 0.01% of the world have done an Ironman. So it's a challenge, but I always look at it, if Gordon Ramsay can bash them out, no shame to Gordon Ramsay, but if he can comfortably do it and he does it with his family, I feel like I can do it. I feel like I have more time to commit to it than him, but then I could be overthinking that part. But yeah, I'm very nervous for this. I have race jitters pretty much every week because I realise how hard this is going to be. But what doesn't kill us makes us stronger, right? It's going to be a good challenge. So let's go get this run done. I've got Freya's camera, so I'm going to be bringing that camera with me. And let's get a little bit of tempo work done. Okay, run done. Did the 40 minutes. Now, I can't remember the distance, maybe it was like 6.8k, 7k, maybe 7.8, I can't really remember, I think it was 6.8, around that. So, run overall was really good. There was a few stops here and there. Legs are feeling super tight. I don't even think that's down to the training volume from last week. I think that's just down to my body's still not fully used to running, which we'll get there, because when I first started my marathon block, half marathon block I should say, last year, I had the exact same situation at the start of it, and then as we got further in and volume increased but endurance increased, fitness increased, the pain was actually starting to go, or the tightness I should say. So I'm looking at it as a positive. It's part of the build. We'll get past it. I think my body's just still getting used to running, and that was a little bit of tempo work, whereas like the easy run that I did on the treadmill the other day, there was no issue. So I do think the more my legs get used to it again, the easier it will be. We do have 3 runs this week, so it's starting to increase, but also I need to just make sure I'm fully warmed up and stretched. I think I did like 2 to 3 minutes of stretching today before. I do have a 10-minute pre-run stretch routine to make sure I activate my glutes properly. I just couldn't be asked to do it, and the injury, the IT band injury, is just like the biggest sign of I need to do my stretches. So I had a good talking to myself while I was on the run, feeling tight calves, which we will move from. So gonna get back now. Probably not gonna have breakfast yet. I'm one of them ones where I can't eat straight away, but I'll be hungry in like 20 minutes. I'm round the corner and I've just realised I locked myself out, so I have to climb the gate to get into the house. Hopefully Freya doesn't look at it and think, what is he doing? But we'll get back, have banana oats. I'm so happy I don't have to have protein oats at the moment, because I'm hitting my protein goal just from other foods, which is great because I hate protein oats. So banana and oats, bit of cinnamon on top, kind of gives me a banana bread vibe, which is good. Then let Freya do some work. Then I'll do some work if she's going out for coffee with someone that she's... sounding like she was meeting a guy. She's going out for a coffee with some girl that she's spoken to on Instagram. So she's going to do that, and I'm going to do like some Instagram content in that time because I've got the freedom. She's taking Rome. And then I'll go do legs after that. Let's hope she's awake. Happy Thursday. It's actually Thursday evening as well. 6:15 on a Thursday.
and we're going to the gym for the second time today, and we're going to run. So the day, what's happened so far is I updated on Tuesday, and then Wednesday is actually my day off work, so I wanted a day off recording as well, as I spend Sunday in front of a camera, Monday in front of the camera. Tuesday I had 2 calls. One was with my mentor and then one was with my coach. So it's a lot of camera time, so I just wanted a little bit of time off. But we did a 32k cycle in an hour and 15 minutes, which was pretty good. My coach, well, actually my FTP on the bike has shot up quite a bit. I think when I did my first test, now, I'll be honest, when I did my first test, I personally didn't really know what to do with the FTP test. 2, I was just unfit on a bike, so it was like 158. Now my FTP is sat at 175. I do think when I do another FTP test in a few weeks, that will shoot up. I'm hoping I can get it to like 200, which will be great, because that will set us up quite nicely for when it's my different challenges and whatever I've got to do to improve the cycling side of things. So that was Wednesday, and then today I went to the gym in the morning, did upper body, and then in the afternoon, well, evening, I'm going to do a 30-minute easy run. There is no reason why I'm running in the evening, other than I woke up this morning, 4:30, Rome was wide awake, I was shattered. So I said to Freya, I'll watch Rome for a little bit. When Rome fell asleep, I was like, right, capitalise on this nap. It was only for like 20 minutes. And then he was awake again, and then he fell asleep again, and then he was like fully up around 7:15, 7:30. So I went to the gym at 8, got back so Freya could do some work. A little bit later than what I was meant to, which I felt bad about because it does eat into her time a little bit. But she managed to get quite a lot of it done, and I'll just give her a little bit more time tomorrow because my task is slightly different tomorrow. It's not as stressful as it was today in terms of like the task that I was doing, which even the task that I was doing today wasn't like overly stressful. I just always get in my brain, if I don't start at the time that I plan to start, which I swap at 2 o'clock, it just really frustrates my brain and gets me really annoyed. So that's just a me problem. But yeah, we're gonna go do this cycle. Then tomorrow we have got swimming and legs. So I'm thinking of getting to the gym for 5 a.m, doing legs for about an hour, then driving to the pool to do my swimming stuff, as I'd rather do them back to back. It's a big struggle for me to swim in the evening, just because the kids are out of school, it's nice weather, people are going to be at the pool, so I have to do it first thing in the morning. Like, it has to get done. So it's either I go train legs in the afternoon, or I just try and do 5 a.m. in there, do legs, and then go and swim because my pool opens at 6, which is what I would much prefer to do. Sorry, I just got to get out of that little slip road bit. But yeah, we're gonna go do this run now. It's an easy run, nice and simple. Longest run will be on Sunday, it'll be 60 minutes. The longest run I've done in 3 months, so I'm looking forward to that. 4 months maybe. And we're just gonna keep pushing away. Coach thinks I'm in a great position to just continue to keep pushing towards completion of the Ironman. In my brain, I'm starting to set times that I'd like to aim in. I said to Freya, like between 12 and 13 hours is what I'd like to do it in. I don't want to be too like egotistical and say like, oh, I want to get sub 11 or sub 10. Like, I know that's impossible because it's hard. So between 12 and 13 hours, I'm happy with that. There's a lot of racing for that amount of time. 12, 13 hours you're performing, competing, however you want to word it. My body's going to be shattered. And then I've started to look at 2027 goals as well, which I think is going to be a backyard ultra. So I'm almost at the gym, going to get in there, get this 30 minutes checked off. Just realised I forgot my headphones. That is so depressing. I'm going to have to run with zero. I don't like running with music, but on a treadmill I'm sometimes like, I don't mind listening to a bit of a YouTube video or watching a bit of a YouTube video. Like the other day I did 40 minutes and I had a 40-minute YouTube video on. But this time I'm gonna raw dog it. I think I've been driving for 7 minutes. If I go back and drive back again, that's 21 minutes of driving overall. Not worth it. So we've got to just man up and get on with it. But I'll catch you for a bit of the run if I can. Run complete, just drove home. Did a 30-minute 5k, nice 6-minute kilometre easy pace. Just gotta keep it easy, don't wanna push myself in every single run, only on the structured runs that I'm meant to. Everything else I'd rather just get miles in the leg, continue to build up. Tomorrow, legs and a swim. I'll catch you early for the swim, and then the gym session as well, vice versa, I should say that. So let's get to it. I think we're having Five Guys tonight. Nice little treat. Freya's got her first period. Nice little treat for having your first period. No, it's like her first big craving, so we're just rolling with it. Saves me cooking as well, even though she does both the evening cooking. But anyway, let's get in and let's get that Five Guys. We are back in the car again, only 10 hours later. But anyway, we have got a lower body workout now. Just turn that down. And I'm feeling quite fresh after the easy run yesterday. So yeah, we're gonna do legs now. It's 5:20, leaving 20 minutes later than I wanted to, but I had to let the dog out that we're dog sitting, and then I had to go to the toilet myself. But I was downstairs at about 4:15. Watched a little bit of the news. They're close to a deal between Iran and the US, which is good, but that actually means the return of tourism, and I won't lie, it's been so nice here when there's less people. Roads aren't busy. When we go to like the shopping centres, so empty and it's so nice. But I know how good tourism is for the country, so what else? Okay, so gonna get to the gym now. This leg day, I might have to move the day I do it because this one gives me the most DOMs. Start off with Bulgarian split squats. Then, oh my god, they finished that building so quick. Wow, it looks well nice. Sorry, I just got distracted. It's just a new building that they've done. So, Bulgarian split squats. Then we do glute bridge. hip thrust machine / glute bridges. Then it's a quad superset, which is leg extensions into goblet squats. Then a hamstring, which is lion hamstring curl into RDLs. Then I do calf raises on the leg press. I only do calf raises on the leg press because the seated one here, don't like how it feels. Gives like my left Achilles really hurts from it, so I've just not done that one. And then they have no standing machine, which is a shame because I like the standing, and I CBA'd set up a Smith machine for it, so I'm just rocking on both workouts seated leg press, seated leg press, calf raises. I might do Smith machine in another block, but for now it's just the leg press that we're doing. And then I do kettlebell tibialis raises as well, so it's a nice workout, a little bit more brutal than my other one. Sometimes when I'm doing these supersets you can feel a little bit sick, but hopefully it's just because it's hot and not because of the workout itself. So get to the gym, do the legs, then got the swim stuff here, straight to the pool, 1500 meters to swim, busy day, and then back, Freya's work time, and I'm starving. I have a little caramel energy bar thing from High Five that I used to hate, but they've grown on me, so gonna get that in after as well. Got my Speedo skin tight trunk thingies for swimming. Not tried them on yet, so I could turn up and they could be really baggy. Got them to be a little bit more streamlined. And when I do the actual Ironman race, I'll have a tri-suit, so I just wanted to experience that type thing. My swimming trunks, which I could say are more informal, if we're going to describe, let's say formal ones are the skin tight ones that you'd wear for like professional swimming, and yeah, they're more informal, which you'd wear to like a beach club. So I needed to get some serious pair for swimming, and then have the other pair just for when I'm going to the pool with like Freya and Rome. But yeah, I'll capture some clips in the gym, and then I'll just talk about my swim workout just before I go in. But swimming, unfortunately, it's a little bit harder to record because of the rules, and I'll be the only one in the pool with the one lifeguard. So it's a bit awkward, but I'll see what I can do. Okay, swim done, gym done. Annoyingly, with the swim, it wasn't counting some of my laps. Now I know I did everything because Freya was there. So today was a technique and speed day. It was 150 meters, and it started off with warm up with 200 meter swim with fins, and then 2 times 100, which was broken down into 50 with the kickboard, 50 swim. Then the main set was 3 times 50 meters as 25 drill, 25 swim. Now I didn't realize he gave me some new drills. I just went in and did the old drills, so that was my fault there. Then we did 50 descends, which is, or 3 lots of 50 descends, which is where you get quicker and quicker each time. First 2 I went like 108, 103, and then it was like a 110 on the third one. And then the next one was 50 pull with paddles. I've always noticed it doesn't count when I use the kickboard, so I think that just messes things up. And then it was 100, the cooldown was 100 of your choice. So that was a swim. I enjoyed it. I'm just trying to think if that even equals 150 meters. Let's just look at that. So we did 200,
then we did another 200 basically. Then we did 150 plus 100. Yeah, that only equals 950. Well, I did everything that was on there, so I need to ask my coach because I feel like some things are missing. Because otherwise, I've done 950 meters. I was thinking, like, why am I so far behind? But I'll question that when he looks over the swim. But it was good, felt good. Feeling much more confident in the pool every single week now, and we're going up to 2 swims a week, which is just going to get me even more comfortable in the pool. My speedos that I've bought were great, felt so much more streamlined. It's weird how just little things make a massive change. And we are done at 7:30, which means the trade over of the baby at 8 o'clock. We're on schedule. So that's 2 workouts done in basically 2 hours. And it's 7:30. I look at it this way. If the pool and if the gym opened up sooner, I would probably go even earlier. I know I was at the gym at 5:20 instead of 5 o'clock. I needed number 2. That was the main thing. But you can get things done. You just have to schedule it, you have to plan, but ultimately the only thing stopping you from getting these things done is yourself and just the lack of planning. So if you can take anything from this, just plan a little bit. Sorry, speed bump. Plan a little bit in advance, structure your days, and you'll get stuff done. Like, I'm back 8 o'clock, well it's 7:30, but 8 o'clock, I take over, look after Rome until 2, and then I'm into my work stage, which is 2 till probably 9 o'clock, and then I end up falling asleep on the sofa religiously every day. That's currently the routine. But we're back, and time to quick shower, then we'll probably feed Rome, and boom, ready to start the day.